Welcome to upstate New York, Syracuse University, and under the dome today we have a terrific clash in store. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Canes will kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Orange offense will take the field, and they have the first possession of this game. And as the game evolves into an aerial circus, sometimes you find a superstar running back like this guy.
And when you got this guy, you ride this guy. You give him the ball.
Oh, look out, there he goes! And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pressure gets to him, down goes the quarterback.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Looking to throw, it's McCord. Gets it to the back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Got it in the middle, it's Gadsden. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Syracuse will send out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. So the Miami Hurricane offense takes the field, and they'll have their first possession. This is just a great matchup to watch on the outside, and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997, Charles Woodson versus David Boston.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter as we get ready to get things started. Pulls and fires complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Restrepo. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
From the gun, the ground game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Syracuse right back at it. To the air, it's McCord. Pressure comes. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Now the defense has got it going the other way. Touchdown, Miami! Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. You know, the defense is all about stopping teams, but when you have a chance to swing momentum, scoop it and score yourself, it is such a huge play.
Yeah, you just go over to the offense and be like, bro, we don't need you today. We got this. We'll score ourselves if we have to. Great job by the defense, doing what they need to do, and then go talk a little trash to the offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Working that left side now. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Grabs it in the middle. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. The short hands, it's Ross Simmons. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, it's still short of the 1st down. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Caught, close to the marker, it's Allen. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. Back to the air one more time. Coming after him. Got his man down the middle. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. He's going to pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Syracuse has it in the red zone. To the air, it's McCord. Finds his big tight end. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Orange.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the 2nd half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the 1st half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the 2nd half.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Smashes it through for the PAT. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He makes a catch. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. And you don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big third down opportunity coming here. From the gun, wants to pass. Ball in the air, intercepted! He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practice this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tack on before the half.
Quickly out to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Looking to pass. It's McCord. Finds the tight end. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's going to pass on second down. Got his man downfield. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cuse.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, a typical first-rate broadcast so far today from Syracuse. And it's been a clinic in fundamental defensive football. Both teams have been relentless and ball-hawking, refusing to give an inch. This is the kind of slugfest that real football fans love. Crushing tackles and dudes flying into gaps and passing lanes. A testament to the discipline both of these teams have shown. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the dome in lovely central New York.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Stopped after making the catch. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? They'll turn to Martinez. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Canes decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Back to throw, it's McCord. They're trying to get to it. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Orange will have to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Running it back, it's Restrepo. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They'll keep it on the ground here, off right tackle. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Guys, we're at the end of the quarter, and Syracuse has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Handoff to the lone back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Trying to pick it up on the ground. At midfield, he's got room. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior. And the Canes with the 1st and 10. Now they're going to throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. To the air on 1st down. Quick strike complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Ward. He wants to go deep. And is knocked away. An incomplete, the defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Fires to the right. He's got it. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of 1st downs, and here they come again. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st. An array of possibilities here. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Canes.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
Lining up to add another. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Looking downfield, it's McCord. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the left. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. And they got to the line expeditiously, spiked it, and stopped the clock. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left. It's good. Hey, there's a lot of celebrating going on over there, but there is still time left on the clock.
It is a nerve-wracking feeling as a football player when the game comes down to your kicker, and he has to come through. And Palmer, he comes through with flying colors.
And you know in college football, no field goal is automatic, but there's no college kicker situation here. He drills that right through the uprights, and David, it looks like his team's getting the dub.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off. Got some room to run. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those 1 play at a time, and then look up and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, Dave